Hey everyone, and welcome to today's free Instagram Q&A live here on Facebook. I'm so excited that you're all joining me. Go ahead and say hello in the comments below. If you're here live, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know where you're tuning in from and what's going on in your neck of the woods. And if you are here from the replay, go ahead and say hello from the replay crew. We love all of our replay watchers. So let me know too that you are tuning in and joining in today's conversation. I'm so excited that you are all here. So if I haven't had the chance to meet you yet, my name is Tyler J. McCall, and I help people build profitable online businesses, and I help them use Instagram to generate more leads, inquiries, and sales for their business. And since 2015, I've been one of the internet's go-to Instagram marketing strategists, and I'm excited to chat with you today and help you and support you with your Instagram marketing strategy. So every Tuesday at 2 for the last few months, I've been live here on Facebook with a different free training or strategy or teaching you some Instagram skills. And I want to invite you, if you've missed any of those trainings, you can check them out all for free right here on the Facebook page. Just click on that videos tab at the top and look for the weekly marketing series, live stream series here on Facebook. You'll find all the videos there. So go ahead and check those out. We've talked about everything over the past few months. We've talked about why confidence is a slippery slope and why you can't wait until you're confident to do something, because let's be honest, that moment's never going to come. We've talked about investing in your business. We've talked about creating a marketing strategy. We've talked about how to sell on Instagram. I've given you my complete content creation process here on these live stream trainings. And last week we talked about why your engagement may stink and why you're not making sales on Instagram. So we've talked about a little bit of everything over the past 10 weeks or so. And I'm so excited to hang out with you today and offer some free Instagram coaching and support for you. So this is your opportunity. If you have questions about your Instagram marketing strategy, about what you're doing online, this is a chance for you to ask those questions and to get my eyes on your business. And I'm here to support you during today's live stream. So that's what today's video is all about. Now, we're also really excited, my team and I, because we are getting ready to launch something really exciting next week, and I want to make sure you know all about it. It's called Follower to Fan Academy, and this is our brand new Instagram marketing course where we're going to teach you how to generate more leads, inquiries, and sales using your Instagram account by creating a custom strategy that works for you and your online business. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in just a minute. Now, before we jump into today's conversation and I support you with your Instagram marketing, I want to let you know we'll be doing some gift card giveaways during today's live stream like we do every single week. The way that you win a gift card is by actively participating in the conversation. So make sure you're hanging out with me in the comments. If I ask you questions, if I ask for you to ask me questions, give in those comments and ask away and engage with me. That is your best way to win some Target or Starbucks or Amazon.com gift cards. That's how we're going to do our giveaways during today's live stream. And as an example, the first thing I want you to do right now is to invite someone to come hang out and watch with us that could benefit from today's conversation. So go ahead and tag a friend below in the comments. Just say, hey, at your name, tag a friend, tag your biz bestie, tag someone on your team, tag a client you may have that's looking for support with Instagram marketing, or just tag someone else that you think would benefit from today's Instagram marketing Q&A session. Go ahead and tag them in the comments below and just invite them to come watch this live stream. Maybe they'll come watch live with us. Maybe they'll come check out the replay. But go ahead and invite your friends in the comments below right now. And we'll do our first giveaway in just a moment. So excited you're all here today. Welcome, Vicky. Hey, Trixie. Welcome back, Erica. Hi, Aaron. Hey, Fran. So glad you're back with us this week. Hey, Alicia, Lucy, Sharon, Lynn, Joy. Welcome back. Betsy. Wow, Betsy's in the airport in Panama City headed back to Greensboro. I love it. Welcome, Betsy. And hey there, Gwen. So glad that you were all here for this week's live stream. And Vicky, thanks for joining us and thanks for inviting all of your friends. Vicky, we would love to send you a $5 Starbucks gift card. So to claim your prize, it's super simple. All you need to do is send us a message right here on this Facebook page. Just send us a message with your email address, Vicki, and we will get that $5 Starbucks gift card over to you soon. So that's how our giveaways work. Pretty darn simple if you ask me. So if I say that you want something, just send us a direct message here on this page, and then a member of my team will get you your gift card. Make sure you send us your email address via DM. All right, so Vicki, congrats. We'll get that Starbucks over to you. So I was telling you earlier about Follower to Fan Academy and how we are launching that next week. So I wanted to tell you a little bit more about it. And then I want to dive in and answer your Instagram marketing questions. So next Monday, we are officially opening the doors to our brand new Instagram marketing course called Follower to Fan Academy. And inside the academy, you are going to learn how to market your business using Instagram and how to generate more leads, inquiries, and sales for your business without posting 17 times a day, without being on your phone all the time, without having your phone glued to your face, without needing 10,000 or more followers, and without having this picture-perfect life that you feel like you have to share on Instagram. Inside of Follower to Fan Academy, we are going to teach you how to create and implement a custom Instagram marketing strategy that works for you and your business. Because let's be honest, all of these plug and play, fill in the blank, use this stock photo strategy for Instagram marketing, they don't always work for everyone. And when you start using those types of strategies and those tools, you kind of just start blending in with the crowd. You're not cutting through the noise, you're just contributing to the noise. So you need to understand how to use Instagram strategically to grow your business and how to do so in a way that feels good with you, that feels in alignment with your values, and then is actually selling your programs, products, and services. And that's what we're gonna help you do inside of the Academy. The Academy is a do-it-yourself, self-paced marketing course. You'll get lifetime access to the entire program, including any future updates to the Academy. And once you enroll next Monday, you're gonna get instant access to our Follower to Fan framework. This is our signature 7-step Instagram marketing system that we've developed over the past 5 years of doing Instagram marketing for businesses, coaching businesses on how to do it themselves, and then teaching thousands of entrepreneurs how to market their own businesses and brands using Instagram. Inside of the Follower to Fan framework, we're going to help you create great content, get really clear on your brand voice and brand identity on Instagram, help you leverage Instagram stories and Instagram Live, and help you get your followers into the direct messages so you can sell your stuff easily using your Instagram account. Also inside of the Academy, you're going to get access to a ton of new resources, mini courses, trainings, and so much more designed to help you implement what you learned from the framework so you can get results more quickly and more effectively for your online business. So inside of the Academy, you're going to get access to our Instagram 101 mini course, which teaches you all of the features, functions, and tools of Instagram. You're going to get access to our Smartphone Photography 101 mini course, taught by guest instructor Monique Floyd, that's going to teach you how to create great content using just your smartphone, nothing else required. You're also going to get access to our complete how-to tech vault that walks you through step by step by step how to use all of these different tools to make the most of your Instagram strategy. We're going to teach you how to use Canva, how to use Lightroom Mobile, how to use a hashtag tracking system that we've designed and we're going to give you, how to plan your content using our favorite management system, Monday.com, how to schedule your content using some of the internet's most favorite tools, and so much more. And we've put together a complete DM script archive that gives you access to a number of DM scripts you can use to sell your stuff, welcome your new followers, and pitch yourself for collaboration. We're giving you over a year's worth of posting prompts, so if you ever feel stuck about what to post, you can go to this posting prompt archive and get some ideas. We're giving you a year's worth of content guides to help you plan your content more effortlessly. And we're giving you access to our bonus resource vault, which has nearly a dozen different bonus trainings and workshops from other experts, covering everything from Instagram Reels to live video to Instagram stories to camera confidence to building a community to pitching yourself online and so much more. All inside of the Follower to Fan Academy. The doors to that open next Monday, and we are kicking off the doors opening. We're kicking off the doors opening with a free Instagram Masterclass that's happening next Monday as well. And you know what? I just realized that I wasn't prepared. I didn't have my little thing ready here. So I'm going to live on air make a little update to this so you can have the right URL, and then someone from my team will get it dropped in the comments below. But my free Instagram Masterclass is happening next Monday, May 10th. You can go to tylerjmccall.com/free right now to sign up and grab your spot for next Monday's free class. It's called the 3-Step Plan for Making More Sales on Instagram. It's going to be about an hour and 15 minutes long. So there's 3 times available next week at 10 a.m., at 2 p.m., and at 7 p.m. I just want to make sure those are the right times because y'all know sometimes, yes, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 7 p.m. This is a live free masterclass training where I'm going to walk you through this 3-step plan for making more sales on Instagram. So go ahead, grab your spot next week. I hope to see you there live. You'll want to come live because we have something extra special that we are going to make available on Monday only for the first day of the doors opening to the Academy. But if you can't show up live, I understand life happens, things are going on. You may have appointments already. You can go ahead and sign up, and we will send you a replay via email next Tuesday, okay? So, yes, and Nicole, we will send you reminders. Oh, Nicole, do not worry. We love a reminder around here. So we will send you a reminder. We'll send you a few email reminders ahead of the event. Also, as soon as you register, you'll see the option to add it to your calendar. So you can go ahead and you can click on that button if you use Google Calendar, Outlook, or iCal. If you have a Mac computer, go ahead and add it right to your calendar so you don't miss next Monday's free Instagram Masterclass. So tylerjmccall.com/free. And you'll also learn more about the Follower to Fan Academy during next Monday's class. But y'all go ahead and mark your calendar. Next Monday through Thursday is when we are opening the doors to the Academy. That'll be your chance to join this brand new course. The doors are going to close next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So you have until next Thursday. That's going to be, let's see, Monday the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. Next Thursday the 13th is going to be the final day to enroll. But you definitely want to come hang out on Monday for the free masterclass. And like I said, we have something special that we're going to have available on Monday only for people that join us inside of the Academy. So make sure you hang out with me next Monday during the free class. It's going to be a ton of fun. Okay? So today's live stream is all about you. It ain't about me. Okay? I'm here to answer your Instagram marketing questions. So the way this is going to work is I want to invite you to drop your questions into the comments right now. And I want to give you just a little bit of context to make the most of our time together for the next 30 minutes or so. Is I want you, and if you're asking me a question, I want you to be as specific as possible when asking this question. All right. So as specific as possible, what specific support can I give you with your Instagram marketing strategy? Or what are some myths or ideas or beliefs that you have about Instagram that I can help you work through during today's live stream? What are some things that you've always been told about Instagram that maybe you don't know if they're necessarily true and you want some clarification? Drop them in the comments below. And I'd love to help you. Now, I'm not going to be able to give, account audits or anything like that today. So don't ask for that. I won't be able to go into detail and give you specific advice on your account. Instead, I'm here to answer your questions. Okay. So ask me anything about Instagram. I want to answer your questions and support you today. And so excited you're all going to join us for next week's class. Nicole's coming at 10 a.m. Sharon will be there at 7 p.m. Sharon, I can't wait to see you next Monday night. This is going to be so great. Vicky grabbed her spot as well. Wonderful. I cannot wait to see you for next week's class. So I'm going to get started. We have a question already from Vicky. So Vicky says, thanks for these lives. Well, you're welcome, Vicky. Thanks for being here. Vicky says, how can I use Instagram guides to grow my business? Vicky, this is such a good question. And I'll be honest with you, Instagram guides are something that we are not fully leveraging right now for our business. So this is a big opportunity for us and definitely something that we will address in the Academy in the future. Instagram guides are relatively new, so we don't have a lot of strategy or training on that yet. But Instagram guides are a really cool feature. If you don't know what this is, y'all, you can actually create guides on your profile that allow you to curate your content or other people's content and put it into an easy to review guide for someone. So Vicky, I think guides could be a really helpful tool for you to use to educate your followers. So creating guides that teaches people about what you do or why you do what you do, showcasing your process, those would be really great guides. I also think testimonials or client or customer reviews or feedback or good words coming from your clients or customers, that would be a really, really great use of guides as well. So sharing those to your feed and then putting those into a guide would be a really great idea. So I love that idea of using it for something like client reviews or client testimonials. So you could use guides that way. And then also just talking about your process, what you do, how people can come to work with you. I think guides would be a great way to do that as well. I would think of using guides in a similar way that you would use Instagram story highlights. It's answering those big questions that people have about you, what you do, and why they should care. I always say when someone comes to your profile for the very first time, they're going to be asking themselves, who is this person? What do they do on Instagram? And why should I give it any of my attention? Why should I care about what they do? What is it going to do for me, right? So I think you could use guides in a similar way. Vicky, great question. Thanks so much for asking. Okay, Lynn, hello. Lynn, so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lynn says, I'm a blogger at livefatandfit.com, writing about health and wellness. My product is my blog. I'm not really selling any other product. Is going after blog followers very different than going after sales? Lynn, this is a really good question. I'm glad that you asked. So your goal here, even as a blogger, is still to build an audience on Instagram and to drive traffic to something, right? So much like someone that's selling a product or a program or service, they want to build an audience around their business, what they do, their unique point of view, and then drive traffic to their product, to their online shop, to their webinar, to a services page. You are doing the really similar thing with your blog. So the goal, it would be important for you to figure out what is your goal. We call this inside of Follower to Fan, your primary objective. So what is the end goal for what you're doing on your Instagram account? And for you, Lynn, if that primary objective is to drive traffic to your blog, then that would be the thing you're going to work toward. All of your content, all of your objectives, all of your calls to action are going to be pointing toward that instead of pointing toward webinar registration or selling a product or getting people into a program. You're pointing people, your goal, your primary objective is to drive traffic to your blog. So I don't think it is that different. And also, if you ever are thinking about any kind of monetization strategy, you could have that built in as your primary objective as well. So Lynn, I think it's just a little bit of that switch. Like, I'm not trying to generate sales right now. I'm trying to generate traffic. And that's what would influence your strategy. So I hope that's helpful. Okay. Ellie says, are we still best to do 30 hashtags? Great question, Ellie. So this question kind of is a two-part answer. The first part is yes. I say still use 30 hashtags on all your posts on Instagram. Why? Because Instagram lets you. This is my school of thought on this. And Ellie, the reason you may be asking is because there's lots of different people out there saying different things about Instagram, right? Saying you should only use 12 hashtags, you should only use 4 hashtags, things like that. Anytime people are saying things like that, I'm always super skeptical because I'm always wondering, where did you get this information? How did you come to this conclusion? Based on what data, right? And here is my thought process. If Instagram allows me to use 30 hashtags, I'm going to use 30 hashtags. So unless or until that changes or it's different, I'm going to use my 30 hashtags because that's what Instagram allows me to do. Okay? So I recommend you use those 30 hashtags. Now, on the other side is the question of, okay, what I would imagine, Ellie, is, okay, if I'm using 30 hashtags, what is that doing for me? Or why should I use 30 hashtags? So this is where we really need to understand that the way that hashtags work on Instagram is a little bit different now than it used to be. And you know, without getting into the full history of Instagram and why things are the way they are now, just know that you can and you should use 30 hashtags on your post. However, using hashtags as your only strategy for attracting new followers, getting people's attention, and growing your following and business on Instagram isn't really the most effective thing anymore. So use 30 hashtags, But for really growing your following these days, for getting in front of more new people, you're going to have to do more than just using 30 hashtags. There's a couple of things you can do. One is create really engaging content that's highly shareable. So this is a part of a strategy, and we talked about this inside of the Academy. Something else you can do is create really consistent outward engagement habits. And this is the whole process we teach inside of the Academy for ethical follower growth, where you actually go out and you proactively engage with potential followers. So you could do that as well to grow your following. And then the last way to grow your following is to leverage other people's platforms. So to be a guest on someone's podcast, to take over someone's Insta stories for the day, to be featured in someone's blog. If you have a product, to send that to an influencer to feature your product on their platform. So those are some ways that you can expand your reach and grow your following and grow your impact these days that aren't just using 30 hashtags. So I hope that helps. Oh my gosh. Okay. Lots of good questions coming in. I love it. Thank you all so much for asking these questions. I'm going to get to as many questions as I can today. So I'm going to keep going. Okay. Aaron asks a really good question. Aaron, thanks for asking this question. Aaron says, should I be following potential clients back when they follow me? Ooh, this is a good question. Anyone else wondering this from time to time? Here's my philosophy on who you should follow on Instagram. I really believe you should only follow the people that you really want to follow. I don't believe we should be following anyone out of a sense of like obligation or responsibility because they followed us. We have to follow them back. I don't like that. I don't like that vibe. Why? Because when you are following someone on Instagram, you are really kind of consenting to them speaking into your life, saying things to you, sharing content with you. And it's really important to consider who you want to kind of absorb that information and content from. So Aaron, if you want to follow your ideal client, potential clients back, then totally go for it. But you should not feel obligated to. Now, if someone follows you and they're a potential client, some things you could do to engage with them would be going to their profile, liking some of their posts, watching their stories if they've done a story and replying to their story. There's also the strategy of doing a welcome message to someone after they follow you for the very first time. And we actually have a welcome script inside of Follower to Fan Academy in our new DM script archive that you can just kind of take and you can edit it and tweak it to really follow your brand voice and kind of how you would normally talk to someone. But we have a specific script and a specific flow, workflow for that. So you can kind of take that and use it. So there are some things you can do to engage that person who's a potential client, but I don't think you need to follow them. All right, Betsy, good question here. A couple questions. I love it. So Betsy says, how do people see my reels? And then also, what is a good schedule for posting daily, weekly, monthly? So Betsy, people see your reels in a few ways. When you post a reel, it goes to your reels feed on your profile. So if I were to go to your profile, Betsy, I could tap on the little reels icon and see all of your reels there. Instagram is pulling from those reels and they are putting those into a separate reels feed. Much like if you were to log into TikTok and see the For You page on TikTok, people can open up the Instagram app and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not over here playing Pokemon Go or anything, I promise. And then they can go to the Reels feature at the bottom of the screen and then Reels are just going to start playing, okay? So your Reels can show up there from time to time. Also, you can share your Reels to your Instagram feed, which I definitely recommend that you do. And then you can share your Reels to your Insta stories. So I recommend you do that as well. We don't quite yet know or understand the full Reels algorithm, and that's mainly just because Reels are still new. I mean, they're less than a year old, and Instagram hasn't given us the most insights or information yet. Typically, Instagram rolls out these new features without a lot of insights or data in the beginning, and then over time we get more and more data and information that we can use to perfect our strategy. But I honestly think, between me and you, Betsy, Instagram they're figuring out the algorithm as they go, so they can't really tell us how it works yet. Now, what is a good schedule for posting? My rule on this, Betsy, is simple. You should have a posting schedule that is actually achievable for you. One of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make with their posting schedule on Instagram is that they create these schedules with these grand schemes and ideas of how much content they're going to post, create, and post, and it's not feasible. It's not achievable. And what happens when you do that is you're just setting yourself up for disappointment and frustration. So create a posting schedule that works the best for you. For most of our clients inside of Follower to Fan, they're going to be posting in the feed 3 to 5 times per week. And then they'll be posting on stories typically daily, doing something every single day on stories, teaching something, sharing a behind the scenes moment, and inviting their followers to be a part of an experience with them, sharing something promotional or informational about what's going on in their business, sharing other people's content to their stories. But daily there's something happening on stories, and 3 to 5 times a week in the feed. A great way to think about introducing reels into what you're doing is by taking content you had already planned to create in your feed or on Instagram stories and doing that using an Instagram reel instead. And then you have the reel on the reel feed, you share that reel to your main feed, and then from your main feed, you share it to your Insta stories. And you have one piece of content that's now been shared and is existing in 3 separate places. So that's a great little hack there to make more. Okay? All right. Sonia, hi Sonia, thanks for this question. How do you use other people's content? This is a really good question. I think we may have something about this inside of Follower to Fan Academy, but here's the thing. If you wanted to post someone else's content, and there's different schools of thought on this, but I am all about consent and credit. So if you were to say, want to use someone else's post in your feed, like if you're just going to share someone's post to your stories, that's simple enough. You go to their post, you look for that little paper airplane icon in the lower right from their post, tap on that, add it to your story, simple enough. That's easy to do, and I encourage you to do that. And that's also a great way to grow your following is by having people share your content that way. Okay, so share away with some content that way. But if you wanted to take someone's content and share it on your platform, I would really encourage you to get their permission first. So, if it's a post that you want to repost, comment on the post and say, hey, I would love to share this with credit on my profile. Is that okay? Or send them a direct message and ask. Once you've done that, post it on your profile and give them credit for the post because it's their post. And when I say give credit, I don't mean just like tag them in the post on Instagram. Like you can, tag someone in the picture. I mean, in the caption, tag that person, mention them, and give them credit. Now, something else to consider, and this is, where it's kind of dependent upon you, but I'm also of the school of thought of I don't want to use someone else's original content to promote my business. So it feels a little bit odd to take someone else's original created content, post it on my Instagram, and use that as a way to promote my business, my product, my service, my program, whatever it may be. So that would be something to consider is if you're going to use someone else's post to promote what you're doing, it would probably make more sense. It would probably be a little bit more kind of ethical and purposeful for you to create that content yourself as opposed to taking someone else's content and then using it to promote your stuff. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Ellie says, are Insta ads connected to Facebook ads? Whew, Ellie, that's like a Pandora's box of what's connected to what. We don't cover ads at all inside of Follower to Fan Academy. We don't talk about ads because they are like a different strategy, right? So Instagram ads, I'll just give you this kind of quick explanation. Instagram ads can function in one of 2 ways. You can promote content natively on Instagram, so you can boost content directly on Instagram. That's not something I typically recommend for people because you don't have a lot of control over the targeting or the objective of the ads or even the creative component of the ads. And there's just a likelihood that you're just going to waste money. Now, You can design and create Instagram ads using Facebook Ads Manager. And I would say if you really want to leverage ads, then that's going to be the best strategy, is to utilize Facebook Ads Manager to create your ad campaigns. You can choose your objective or your placement for your ad. So if you want it in the feed, you want it on stories, you can design the ad creative, you can set up your audiences, you can set up your budget, but that is a bit more of a time-intensive process, and you do need some knowledge on how to use Facebook Ads Manager. So Insta ads, you can do them natively on Instagram, but I would honestly just recommend the money you were going to spend on those ads, spend that money on learning how to use Instagram more effectively and do it all organically, or spend some time and money on learning Facebook Ads Manager and then start doing it that way. Also know that ads are not a silver bullet or a quick fix for anything in your marketing. I am of the belief that ads should only be used to amplify what already works organically. So if you're selling a program, product, or service and you've figured out a way to build an audience, to sell that thing organically without using a single ad dollar, and you can do that for free through organic content and conversations and building a community, then ads could be a great thing to use just to kind of amplify what you're already doing. But I don't believe, and other people may disagree with me, but I don't believe ads are a stand-in for an organic marketing strategy. They're just a really great way to make it even more effective. So I hope that makes sense. All right. Hi, Miriam. Miriam asks a really good question. So I put it up here, but I'm going to read it. Miriam says, I'm an artist selling paintings, and I've identified my ideal client based on interior design preferences, and they are interested in my work. But I don't see anything consistent in terms of values, and I'm living a very different lifestyle and in a different country from them. Do you think I can really connect to them on the basis of art alone, and how do you recommend doing that? So Miriam, this is a really good question. I think there's a few things to consider here. The first thing is that I think the subject of your artwork, what people are hopefully resonating with, could be a connection point, right? So my understanding from the artists that I follow, the artists that I've supported and helped with our follower to fan framework, and the artists that I buy art from, is that their artwork is inspired by a specific point of view and by a specific type of subject or focus that they're doing. I've talked recently about an artist that I've fallen in love with their work and purchased some of their work, and all of their art is inspired by the Great Lakes. And their art is a commentary on how climate change and littering and invasive species are affecting the Great Lakes, right? So that's the art that they create. And it's so cool, it's so beautiful, I love their point of view. And that's the subject of their art. There's other artists I love that are inspired and they talk about mental health. There are other artists I love and they're inspired by nature, right? So Miriam, could it be that the inspiration for the art, the thing that you are creating your art from that point of view, could that be the connection point, right? Could that be the opportunity to connect with people? And then the artwork is simply that representation of that point of connection, right? Those could be the values. So that could be something that you consider. And then also, I think connecting around your process is really, really important. And I think this is what really sets apart artists and makers and creatives on Instagram that see incredible results from those that tend to struggle on Instagram in particular, is because people want to understand what goes into creating the thing that they are now purchasing, right? And I think we really need to think about this economy that we are in now is this person-to-person consumer economy. And if someone's going to take the time to invest in original artwork, right, then you would want to consider giving them the backstory of how that artwork was created, the process, the inspiration. That's also going to help you build an audience that's really obsessed with you. That's going to create those brand advocates for you, because you have people that are like, oh my goodness, you have to purchase Miriam's art. Here's how Miriam creates this art. This is the work that goes into putting it together. This is the inspiration, and how cool is that? So I would connect around the subject matter, around the point of view, and around the process. That's what I would focus on. All right. Okay. Trixie says, where do you draw the line between giving free content to draw people into your wonderful virtual program and just giving away without any meaningful result? Trixie, this is a really good question. And I think there is a balancing act here. And a lot of this kind of comes through skill and trial and error, and figuring out what works best for you and your audience. So this is what I'll say. In all of my free content, and I would recommend this for you, anyone that's watching this who's a coach, a consultant, who has a membership site, who has a course, if you're selling knowledge, right, what you're really selling is the process of how to get a result. So for example, Follower to Fan Academy, right? We are selling the Follower to Fan framework, which is our proprietary signature process. No one else has it because I created it from all this experience, over a decade of doing nonprofit work, political and community organizing, then running an Instagram marketing agency for a few years and running dozens of Instagram accounts for businesses and brands, then being a coach and consultant and coaching dozens of businesses and consulting with brands on their Instagram marketing and their social media strategy, and then creating the Follower to Fan framework and teaching it over and over and over again to thousands of entrepreneurs now through our membership community that we've run for nearly 4 years before we created and launched the Follower to Fan Academy, right? So this is my signature process. And the process is teaching you how to create and implement a customized Instagram marketing strategy. So this is mine. No one else can take it. No one else can do it because I created it, right? There are lots of Instagram marketers and lots of Instagram educators, but no one does it like I do because they are creating it through their point of view. I'm creating it through my point of view. So Trixie, I think that's the first thing, is getting really clear on what is the process that you have in place that you are selling to someone. And then your free content, through that content, you are simply introducing people to the process and talking about why it works, right? So it's the what and the why. This is what the process is. This is why it works. Now, if you want to learn how to implement the process, you're going to have to purchase. You're going to have to invest. So every time I'm live, every time I'm talking about Follower to Fan Academy, I can tell y'all all day long about what we have inside of Follower to Fan Academy. I can talk all day long about the Follower to Fan framework. I can talk to you about shared experiences and how to use them, and content themes and why they're important, and what a primary objective is and why you need one for your business. But if you want to learn how to do those things, if you want to learn how to create your content themes, if you want to learn how to create your posting schedule, if you want to learn how to create really great content that engages with your audience, if you want to learn how to leverage direct messages, you're going to have to buy my program, right? Because this is my proprietary stuff. Like this is my intellectual property, right? And there are other people that have bought access to it as well. So out of respect for them, out of respect for me and my experience and the work that went into creating it, you have to purchase to gain access to the how. But the what and the why, I can tell you that all day long. So Trixie, hopefully that's helpful and maybe something you can consider as you are giving away free content and then what you're actually selling. All right. Tiffany says, is shadow banning with hashtags a real thing? This is a good question, Tiffany. If you all don't know, shadow banning is this idea that Instagram limits some hashtags or limits some accounts' exposure, right, on the platform. I think shadow banning, as most people think of it, does not exist. I don't think Instagram is deciding, you, Tiffany Junebug Van Boxtel, you are on our shadow ban list. So you can post and do things all day long, but no one's going to see it. I don't think that's what's happening. I do think that Instagram does, for people that are engaging in risky behavior on the platform, that are utilizing the platform in a way in which it was not designed, and people that are posting content that could be what Instagram considers to be a violation of their community guidelines or towing the line of their community guidelines. I think Instagram does, in those moments, possibly deprioritize someone's platform. For most of you watching this video, that's not going to happen, right? That's not something that you're going to experience. Typically, this is going to be people who are using Instagram in the way it's not intended. So what I mean by that is posting dozens of pieces of content a day, doing spammy type of behavior. If you're doing anything on Instagram that Instagram is going, this is weird, this feels like a robot is doing this, then Instagram could start limiting your access, limiting the reach of your content for good reason, because you're acting weird on Instagram. It's spammy. It feels like a robot's doing it. And if you're creating any content that is either a violation of community guidelines or that Instagram feels like it's towing the line with community guidelines, then there is the opportunity for them to maybe deprioritize your content. We've seen this kind of play out in negative ways sometimes, in ways it's not intended. And there are some creators and types of businesses that do experience more difficulty and getting discovered on Instagram. In particular, businesses related to the cannabis industry, businesses or work related to issues of the body, businesses, sex work, those types of things. Like people that are doing that type of work on Instagram, creating that type of content, it can be a bit difficult from time to time because Instagram doesn't always know where to draw the line. And those people can experience some issues with reach. But 98.5% of people, and I would say probably nearly 100% of you that are watching this live or the replay, it's not something you need to worry about. Great question from Michaela. Michaela says, is that helpful to be a brand ambassador? I get hit up all the time, but is it worth it or is it just a scam? Really great question. So look, I think if it is contributing to your goals and what you want to do on Instagram, then totally go for it, right? If it's like, and if they're a company that's in line with your brand, with your values and your ethics and like what you're trying to do, what you're trying to build, then go for it. I think for a lot of people, 90% of the time, those things are a total distraction. And we get approached all the time for those opportunities. People selling watches, one that was doing outdoor lighting, someone that is, and even some things that I would want, like a mattress. Like I would love a free mattress, but like, that's not necessarily in line with like what we're doing. That's not in line with my goals. People aren't following me for like me to be posting promo content about a mattress. So it's just not a good fit for what I'm doing. So I say no to those opportunities. So hopefully that helps. If it's in line with what you're doing, if it's a value for your audience, then totally go for it. And you get to decide that or not. Fran says, what I do is tell people who follow me that I love seeing their posts, which I see because I follow hashtags, assuming they use hashtags I follow. That's a great point, Fran. I really like that. Yeah, instead of necessarily following people, you can follow hashtags. I think that's a really good idea. And also, this is going to be the cutoff for questions, okay? So if you didn't get a question in before now, I'm sorry, but this is going to be the cutoff. So I'm gonna try my best to answer the questions we have left, okay? And for anyone watching, and if you have to head out shortly, I totally understand. Life happens. You got stuff going on. I just want to make sure you know that we have a free masterclass happening next Monday. This is my new free Instagram masterclass. I'm going to teach you my 3-step system for making more sales using your Instagram account, and also how to do that without having 10,000 followers, without posting 17 times a day, and without having a picture-perfect life. We're going to talk about what's working now on Instagram, how to create really great content for your Instagram account, how many followers you really need, and spoiler alert, it's not 100,000 followers on Instagram, and more during next week's free class. It's happening on Monday, May 10th. There are 3 times available, 10 a.m., 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. All times are Eastern. This is a live masterclass. So I will be live on camera 3 times that day teaching this class. So you definitely want to grab a ticket. You do not want to miss it. It's totally free. If you can't attend live, I understand, life happens, but you want to sign up now because we're going to send out a replay next Tuesday, but only to those who sign up to attend, right? So if you don't sign up, you're not getting a replay. If you sign up, you don't show up, that's okay. We'll send a replay. Even if you do show up, we'll send you a replay for the class as well. But it's happening next Monday, May 10th at 3 times. Also, as a part of that class, the reason we're doing it next Monday is because next week we are officially opening the doors to our new Follower to Fan Academy, which is our new Instagram marketing course. It's a do-it-yourself, self-paced course. You're going to get lifetime access to all the content, including regular program updates. We already have some updates we're planning for later this summer to the Academy. So you're going to get a lot of great content and resources. The goal of the Academy is to help you create and implement a customized Instagram marketing strategy for your online business. So I'll tell you all the details, all the information next Monday during the free masterclass. So go to tylergmccall.com/free right now and grab your spot for next week's free class. I can't wait to see you there. Okay, Trixie says, is it obnoxious to post on Reels, feed, and stories on the same day? What is too much? I don't want to lose engagement because of too much, and I feel like a circus monkey sometimes. Totally, Trixie. I feel you that way too. I kind of feel like a dancing bear sometimes, right? I'm like dancing all around, all the platforms, doing all the things, right? So look, I think there probably is a limit to too much posting, partially because it's a lot of content to create and maintain, partially because you don't want to be blasting your audience with content all the time. But if you are the type of person that can crank out content consistently and you want to grow your following, we are really seeing right now on Instagram that more content, more posting can help you grow your following. It doesn't always work, but posting a few more times a day, a few more times a week could help you grow your following if you're creating really engaging content that gets people to hit that share button. So I would say the most I would recommend a person do is maybe a couple of posts in the feed, maybe one reel, and like a series of Instagram stories a day. I think that's probably the most that your audience can handle. I've seen lately people that are averaging about 3 feed posts, or a combination of feed and reels, 3 pieces of content a day, plus regular Instagram stories, are seeing really great results with follower growth right now. But it's not something you have to do. But if you're capable of it, you totally can. But like I said earlier, most of our clients inside of Follower to Fan, that what we teach is really creating a posting strategy that is attainable for you, and that is actually helping you work toward your goal of selling your programs, products, and services, okay? Not just posting to post. That's the other thing, Trixie. I don't want you just to post on Instagram 17 times today on your to-do list and then do it just to check it off your to-do list, right? We shouldn't be doing anything in our life just to check it off a to-do list. That's my opinion. I feel like we should be doing it with purpose and intention. So I would say, at the most a couple times a day, but you don't have to post that often. And Trixie also says, I feel like I'm engaging with the same 12 people no matter how much I post. How do I crack the code to get beyond my tiny loyal following? First of all, I love that you have a loyal following. That's super exciting because people, really are looking for that on Instagram. So great job. I think what's key, Trixie, is to think of ways for you to expand your reach and get in front of more new people. So hashtags, outward engagement strategies are a part of that. Creating more shareable content is a part of that. So creating content that gets people to click share and either send it to someone or share it to their Instagram stories. Typically that content's going to be highly valuable, highly educational, highly controversial, or highly emotional. So content that's going to elicit some kind of response from people. So that shareable content is really important. And then also getting on other people's platforms can help with that as well. Other people in your industry or niche, doing Insta story takeovers, going live with them, being on a podcast, anything like that can help you expand your reach as well. Yes. Oh, Natasha, your question about hashtags, I answered that a little bit earlier. I think hashtags are still important. You should still use them, but that's not the main way that people are finding new accounts to follow these days, because I think with stories, with reels, with other things on Instagram, I don't think people are just scrolling through hashtags as much. So you probably want to consider more shareable content and also some outward engagement strategies paired with some visibility strategies to get on other people's platforms. Miriam says, I create from a place of self-care and meditation. I really like this, Miriam. And an urge to create, but I don't have a keystone value or cause. To be honest, a lot of times it's just playing and having fun. I think that's amazing. And I think it could just be, figuring out how to talk about that more in your content. Like that is your opus, right? Like that's the reason you do what you do. Talk about that, share that with your community. Okay. Okay, everyone. Well, this was so fun. I'm glad that you joined me. I want to make sure that you come hang out with me next. Also, y'all, my hair has a life of its own today. I don't know what's happening. Next Monday, May 10th. There's three times for this free live masterclass where I'm going to teach you the 3-step plan for making more sales on Instagram. So we're going to talk about what kind of content to create these days, how many followers you actually need on Instagram. And also, spoiler alert, it's not 10,000 or more followers. We're going to talk about this all during next week's free masterclass. 3 times, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 7 p.m. All times are Eastern. And this is a live class, so I'll be live, probably stumbling over my words and awkwardly burping and having to drink water on video because, that's what always happens. So we'll be doing this during next week's live masterclass. So I hope to see you there. If you can't attend live, that's okay. I understand. We will send you a replay on Tuesday, but you got to sign up. We don't send replays out to people unless they register for the class. And if you can't attend live, you definitely want to, because we have something special that we are only offering next Monday for people that join us inside of the Follower to Fan Academy while the doors are open and as a part of this free masterclass. And the doors to the Follower to Fan Academy open next Monday, May 10th, and they'll be open through next Thursday, May 13th. So look, if you know you wanted the Academy, you've heard me talk about it the past few months, you're like, Tyler, I'm ready to go. I don't need to watch the masterclass. Just head on over to followertofan.com right now and you can hop on our wait list. This is our VIP wait list. We'll send you details on Monday when the doors are open. You can register right there, but you'll go to followertofan.com right now to get on our wait list, and we'll let you know as soon as the doors open to the Academy next Monday. Inside the Follower to Fan Academy, we're going to help you create and implement a customized Instagram marketing strategy for your online business. You're going to learn the strategies that we've developed over helping businesses with their Instagram marketing strategy since 2015. These are strategies that have been used in a number of online businesses, from course creators to membership site owners, to coaches and consultants, to experts, podcasters, authors, to makers and artists and creatives, to wedding professionals, photographers and videographers, to service providers, people that are providing professional service like attorney services, legal services, and accounting, to creative services like graphic and web design and copywriting, and life coaches, business coaches, marketing coaches across the board. If you're running your business online, if you're selling a program, product, or service using the internet, we can help you inside of Follower to Fan Academy and help you use Instagram more strategically to grow your business. So followertofan.com right now, and you can hop on our priority wait list, and we will let you know next Monday when the doors open. Otherwise, I'll see you all next Monday for the masterclass. I'll be back here next Tuesday, 2 p.m., like I've always been for the past few months. Next Tuesday at 2 p.m., I'll be live here on Facebook. We'll be talking about how to know if Follower to Fan Academy is right for you. So I hope to see you next Monday for the masterclass. I'll see you next Tuesday for the live stream here on Facebook. I'm going to be live next Thursday on Instagram talking with some of our Follower to Fan members. So you can come hang out with me there on Instagram. We got a lot going on, but all you need to know right now is the doors to Follower to Fan Academy open on Monday, and we can't wait to share with you all. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.